Hello, love. My living room was immaculate this morning because I shampooed yesterday. It's not anymore. I moved the kid shelf over here and my shelves over there and put the TV over there. So that way, when you're on the couch watching TV, you don't have to constantly lay down to watch TV. And because Luca can't really reach these shelves as well as he could some of those over there. I do hate that you can't see some of my stuff because of the TV, but that's okay. It's better than the kids trying to get their stuff from behind the TV. Oh, and you know how you just found out and how you have it? Because when Granny stayed the night, uh, I logged it in for her. But yes, you can watch it. But be careful what you're watching. I don't want you watching anything. You can watch like Dr. Pimple Popper, the Doricos. You can watch Outdaughtered. Yeah, yeah. I could, but ideally I would hang it on the fireplace. My husband pointed out that my Christmas cards are still up, and I said, yeah, because they bring me joy. They're going to stay up there. Anyways, ideally, I would hang them on the fireplace, hang it on the fireplace, but since it's like concrete and brick, I haven't been ready to tackle that yet, because I wouldn't want to hang it like over there or over here. Um, I thought about taking out uh, these shelves and hanging it there, but I don't know. Ideally, it would be hung. That would be better, but yeah, the whole shampooing situation yesterday, that was an adventure. When some more people get in here, I'll discuss everything that's happened the last couple of days because I don't want to have to repeat it. I don't want anybody to have to hear the same thing over and over and over again. So, oh, it says 3 people are watching. Who's not commenting? Who's watching and not commenting? Tis the question. I did hear back about Katie's ultrasound, and that was annoying, but like I said, we'll discuss all that when more people get in here. I heard you have a toothache, Erin. Hey, Amanda. Well, then I'll just give you the rundown real quick, Amanda, while you're here. Sorry, Erin, you're going to have to hear this twice. Yeah, I'm sorry, love. I heard about that, Erin. First things first, let's talk about Katie's ultrasound results. Doctor called and they think, they think it's benign and told me to just wait until her ENT appointment to do further testing and stuff, which was not a good enough answer for me. I don't need you to think, I need you to know. So I called the ENT and I was able to get her appointment pushed up from July 7th to her birthday, which is June 14th. I'm kind of hoping once the ENT sees the ultrasound, they'll call and want to fit her in sooner on an emergency basis, but we'll see. Her name's Lori, Amanda. So that's the update on Katie. I don't need you to think, I need you to know. If it were me in Katie's shoes, I would settle for an I think. But since it's my daughter, an I think is definitely not a good enough answer for me. And then when I was shampooing yesterday, I sent Lori a picture, but my cord to my shampooer. Um, I was refilling the clean water tank, and Luca pushed the shampooer over the cord and then turned the shampooer on and it sucked the cord up, melted it, and almost lit my living room on fire. But luckily my husband works with electrical a lot and was able to fix the cord so I can finish shampooing yesterday. So that was an adventure. Yeah, it's annoying. And it's unacceptable. But I mean, I get it. There's only so much like a general family physician and a general physician and a nurse practitioner can do before handing it off to a specialist. But I think is not a good enough answer. It's just not. And not when I would have to wait 3 months to get her into the specialist, and I think is not a good enough answer. I didn't take an after picture, but here you go. I did take a over there by my door. You can't even really tell I shampooed because, hey Nikki, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Nikki, hey Nikki, because it's been rainy. I mean, it looks better than it did, but it's been raining and muddy outside, so this mess is just from today. It was a lot cleaner than that yesterday. And my kids already spilled ketchup on the floor. So there's that. But yeah. Oh, and then about 10 minutes after that happened with my shampooer, my dogs learned how to open the latch on our gate and get out. And so I had to chase them for like 10 minutes. Let me fix the buffering. Backyard is a swamp. There, that should fix the buffering since I turned my Wi-Fi on. Let me see if I turn my porch light on out here. No, you can't really see. But it's all rain and water and swampy out there. So I called the ENT, the scheduler, and I said, listen, I just got the results of her ultrasound, and they said they think it is benign, and that's just not good enough for me to sit and wait until July for more answers. So is there any way y'all can squeeze us in any sooner? And she said, I can't give you one of our emergency appointments until the doctor sees the ultrasounds and decides whether or not it's an emergency situation. She said, but I can see if we had any cancellations today that we haven't already filled. And so they had one that was for Katie's birthday, and so I took it. Yeah, today it's been cold and rainy. Tomorrow morning it's supposed to rain till noon, but when we have soccer tomorrow night, it's supposed to be like 71. That'll be a good thing for us to do while we're on this live, is do my grocery list for tomorrow. And you guys, I'm just going to let y'all people who watch these lives know that right now, with everything going on with Katie and some other facets of my life and other people that I'm not going to discuss on here until I have the okay. I really need to clean my room. I've decided I'm not going to do my Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday uploads. Words. I'm not going to do my Tuesday, Thursday, Friday upload schedule. That was putting too much pressure on me with the stress that I already have. So I'm just going to upload when I feel like uploading a real video. And I'm going to continue to do these lives Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because these lives don't take any thought, really. So I also need to find some people. And a pencil. Yeah. 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 I just don't understand how anybody could just say, I think, and expect a parent to be okay with that. Um, okay, so I already know what tomorrow's paycheck is gonna be. That's plus 164. 1379 plus 964 is 13, 14, 12, 13, 2,343 is how much money we've made so far this month. 2,343. And 164 minus 121 is $43, which means we are now $43 over where I thought we'd be this um where I thought we would be right now, which is good because last week we were $121 less than where I thought we'd already be this month. So tomorrow I have to pay my phone bill, which is going to be $245. I get paid tomorrow too, no clue what it'll be. I am salary plus commission, so it's always different. The only way, my husband's is always different too. The only way I know is he can check it on he gets paid every Thursday, and every Tuesday he can log on to his work account and look at his pay stub. And so he works, 1 week is 4 days, 1 week is 3 days, the next week 4. So he has 2 4-day paychecks a month and 2 3-day paychecks a month. And I always budget that his 4-day paycheck is $800, usually, even though usually it's over $900. Maybe one of these days I'll do a video where all month I film how I budget, and then at the end of the month I'll upload it. I don't want to be a budgeting channel, but maybe I'll do that. Anyways, I always budget for a 4-day work week, $800, even though it is usually around 920 to 950. And then on a 3-day week, I always budget for 600. Yes, that's how much of a difference 1 day of work makes, because he works 12-hour days. So on a 4-day week, he has 8 hours of overtime. On a 3-day week, he doesn't even get 40 hours. So I budget for 600, even though usually it's like $630. Easter was good. It was chill. As you'll know, my dad and my brother came from Illinois, and my other brother came from Oklahoma. And we spent the majority of the day Saturday with my mom, my dad, and all 4 of my siblings and my nieces and nephews. Zach and Delson went to a Monster Jam instead because he's been begging to go to a Monster Jam for 2 years now, and because of COVID, they weren't having any. I try to budget. I take what the lowest amount on. So like on the 4-day weeks, I always budget like $100 lower. But because I know the minimum I need to pay bills on the shortest week is around $600, I always budget $600, because unless he misses a day and doesn't use vacation for that day, it will be at least $600. Anyways, they went to the Monster Jam because he's been begging, and for 2 years they couldn't because of COVID. They weren't having them. And Katie brought home a free child's ticket with a paid adult. And so we bought Zach a ticket, and he went, even though we really shouldn't have because of the budget, but we did. It's a once in a lifetime thing, and with everything that's been going on, I just wanted him to have something fun. Anyway, so I already know that his paycheck is going to be $964. We have to pay our $245 phone bill. We have to pick up his contacts, which is $100. We have to pay $72 in pest control because we have this month's payment, so they come every 3 months, and you can either pay $100 up front for the 3 months or pay like $36 every month. We choose the $36 a month, and so I had to postpone the payment until this week, but also they come this week to start the new 3 months, so we have to make 2 payments. So that's $72, and so that is $417. So 964 minus 417, 5, 14, 7, 4, 5, $547. It was well worth it. Yeah, and we actually spent, including the ticket, plus they paid to ride in a monster truck, and their dinner, and parking and all of that. It was around $100 for, and yeah, I could have took that $100 and I could have paid a bill that we were behind on, but it's fine. We'll get caught up one way or the other. I know those of you who watch us and do budgeting videos are gonna say, you shouldn't have done that. Too bad. I did it, and I don't regret it, and I won't say sorry. There you go. So we're going to take $200 for groceries. That leaves $347. I know my husband's gonna buy a game for $30, so that leaves $317, and I'm going to pay our what bill is that? Our internet. Let's pay our gas bill, which is, I believe, $160. That leaves us with $157 to roll over till next week. So there you go. There you have it. So thanks for doing my budget with me this week. That's how I budget, if you were curious. Let's flip to this week. You guys, I haven't been using this like I'm supposed to. I'm going to start in May. I'm going to start using this like I'm supposed to. So for breakfast, we have waffles, cereal. I just spelled cereal wrong. Yeah, it was worth it. And look, we were already behind, so like it didn't hurt us any. It's not like it put us more behind. It just didn't help us get caught up, so whatever. Cereal, and we have Pop-Tarts, and I am going to make a quiche this week again. So those are the things we have for breakfasts. Snacks, I need to get chips, so I need to write that down. I also need to write down Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts, chips. All right, Amanda, have a good night. Yes, he loves monster trucks, and even though he's only 5, he'll remember this for the rest of his life. So it was worth it. What else can I do for snacks? Chips. I know I need to get Luca some of those Cliff Bars. I'm gonna get some more of those pouches too. I got some for his Easter basket. Because he seems to like them, so I'm gonna try some more. Well, we don't have our Amazon Prime anymore. That's one thing we decided to not do anymore because while we're trying to play catch up and just all of that. Okay, now for lunches. Delson has pizza rolls. We still have corn dogs. We have PB&Js. I do need to get more bread. And we do need milk. And you guys, I only cooked one night this week. But we only ate out once, and that was tonight, and we got pizza. I mean, Delson and Zach ate out Saturday night at the Monster Jam, but as a family, we only ate out once, and we got Little Caesars. It was $20. So, what? Wow, see, that's Jesus telling you he's watching you. Nobody really knows for sure what he looks like for real, for real. I guess we won't really know for real until we get to heaven. People think he has like long brown hair and a mustache and a beard. Yeah. Right, you need to go to bed. You're wasting your TV time. All right, love, I will for sure. I'm trying to think. I don't know what happened to my meal list from last week. I do know I'm gonna do baked chicken thighs for dinner. I have some spare ribs I'm gonna make in the crock pot. What else can we make? Oh, I already wrote milk. Okay, I need butter. Butter. You know what? I want to do ham with mashed potatoes and rolls. So I need to get the ham. I do the ham steaks, not a full ham. Ham steak, and I need the rolls and some more potatoes. The one thing I cooked this week was shepherd's pie. That's all I cooked, and that was on Monday. I have chocolate chips. I need butter and the motivation to actually cook them. What else? Let me go ask Zach if he has any dinner requests real quick before I make all the. Okay. Hey, Janice! So his requests were pasty, which if you want to know how to make that, there is a video. And for that, I need, his mom says to use, she says to use London broil, but I just buy whatever slab of beef is cheapest. Sometimes it's a beef roast, sometimes it's a London broil, sometimes I use stew meat, just whatever I can get cheaper. So I need some kind of beef. I need pie crust, and I need beef gravy. I mean, I can send you a list, Lori, if you really want me to. And he also said he wants some kind of spicy. I just spelled spicy wrong. Yep, she messaged me too, and also I did hear from Kat. She's doing okay. I just think she just really isn't into YouTube anymore. I think it really took a toll on her mental health, but she is doing okay. He wants some kind of spicy Chinese chicken. So I do need to get some white rice and peas and carrots so I can make fried rice. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that would be, let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. I'm not cooking tomorrow because we're going grocery shopping. Then Zach has to go to the dentist to get his crown put on where he got a root canal. And then Katie has soccer practice, so they'll probably just have the leftover Little Caesars pizza for dinner tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, Katie also has soccer, so I don't usually cook. And then next Thursday, because we won't go grocery shopping until Friday next week, is also soccer, so I won't cook either. So I should probably, I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna get some frozen burritos for Katie to have those nights. I almost wrote frozen Katie. So Katie can have them on soccer nights because she really likes those. So I need some chicken breast. And then I'll have to figure out the rest for the spicy Chinese chicken because I don't really know. Zach said we'll just get a sauce to make it easier instead of me making it from scratch. So really right now my list is, oh, I need paper towels. And I also need sponges. We need cat food. We need cat litter. I think that's it. Zach doesn't need any of his medicine. Oh, hair ties. And then I need to buy Katie a size 1 pair of shoes for soccer because the cleats my dad bought her are way too big. And for her school shoes, I always buy a size bigger than she actually is so she has room to grow. And they're too big for playing soccer, so I'm just going to buy her a cheap pair of the size that actually fits her foot so she can actually enjoy playing and not have to worry about her shoes falling off. So that's not bad. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 23 things. Hey, E! I mean, Lori, I'm not going to tell you to order my cat food. The dogs have only gone through like half a bag of the treats you sent them last year for Christmas. But that's okay. How are you, E? Did you enjoy your vacation? So you haven't been around since the updates on the things that have been going on with Katie, and actually, I don't know if you know any of it that's been going on with Katie. Um, so in March, we noticed she had a swollen lymph node. Sorry, you guys who have already heard this. I just want to make sure E is up to speed. In like the very 1st of March, she came home from school and told me she felt a knot on her neck. And so I felt it, and sure enough, she had a pretty large swollen lymph node. Not large enough you could see it, but it was definitely there. And so the next day I took her to the doctor. Found out even though she had no symptoms of strep, she had strep throat. So we put her through a round of antibiotics. Um, um, Sorry, I got distracted. Put her on a round of amoxicillin to get rid of the strep. About a week after she finished, well, we took her back for a checkup, 7 days on the antibiotics. The lymph nodes hadn't gone down, and so we decided to wait till 7 days after she had been off the social media. Oh, good night. I was reading your thing. Off the antibiotics for a week. We would bring her back, and instead of doing the rapid strep test, we would do a culture strep test just to be absolutely sure it was gone. So that was on a Wednesday. Friday, the test results came back that she did not have strep. On Sunday, she had started complaining that her ear hurt a little bit. Her swollen lymph nodes were still there. And so Monday, when she woke up, she wasn't complaining that her ear hurt, so I didn't think much of it, and I sent her to school. Well, at about noon, the school called me and said she was in a lot of pain. Her ear really hurt. So that Tuesday, the next day, I took her back to the doctor. Sure enough, she had an ear infection. And the nurse practitioner we were seeing, just wanting to be thorough, was like, I just want to go ahead and do another rapid strep test just to be extra sure since her lymph nodes are still swollen. We did another strep test. Sure enough, she was positive. So we put her on another round of antibiotics that she just finished on Friday. Lymph nodes are still swollen, probably even more swollen than they were to start with. So we did an ultrasound, started the screening process for the C word with her lymph nodes, and also we're going to see an ENT about getting her tonsils removed because the doctor believes she is a primary carrier of strep, which means she doesn't have to come in contact to get it. All she has to do is develop it. Like, this could be an ongoing process of getting rid of it and it coming back within a week until we get the tonsils taken out. We got the results of an ultrasound we had done Friday back today, and the doctor said, we think it's benign, but just wait until your ENT appointment in July. And so I called the ENT at the Children's Hospital, and I was like, I can't wait until July. Is there any way we can get in sooner? And until they get the ultrasound in and look at it, the soonest they could get us in is June, on Katie's birthday. So that's where we're at right now with this whole saga. That's just the short version of it. Her lymph nodes are still swollen, so I've taken I got a little notebook, and I think once a week I'm gonna measure. So she has a couple of other lymph nodes also swollen on the right side of her neck. She's got a couple smaller ones and then the bigger one, and then on the other side she has a couple more smaller ones and some smaller ones in the back. I've checked her lymph nodes under her arms, and there don't seem to be any swollen down there. So I've decided that once a week I'm going to measure the biggest one on her right side, and make sure, and as best I can with a little tiny like Taylor tape measure, just to see if it's getting bigger, smaller, staying the same. I'm also writing down if she complains that it hurts, if if she has a sore throat, if her appetite isn't as good, if she's losing weight. I'm going to write all that stuff down so when I go to the ENT, I can, let them know all of that kind of stuff. Oh, I can't pronounce your name. Nanang? Well, you can't, as of right now, you can't. I mean, if you're really looking, you can kind of tell that it's swollen, but for the most part, you can't. Like, I don't think you'd be able to tell in a picture. It's so slightly visible. How are you? Oh, can I just call you Nan? Because I don't want to keep messing up your name. So I'm going through a lot of stress. Also, there's another um there's another pretty um pretty high chance of somebody else that is very special to me having I'm not gonna say who, I'm just gonna say that there's another person who's very special to me that it has a high chance that they also have cancer right now. So I'm waiting to get a biopsy on that done. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, maybe I'll do pictures also. That's a good idea. And because I'm sure if it gets much bigger, it will be very noticeable. So at least we'll be able to. I don't know. I don't know which way is up, and I think it's benign was not a very good answer for me. Um, so I'm kind of not happy with that, but I understand that there's only so much general doctors and general nurse practitioners can do and see and diagnose and stuff like that without sending to a specialist. I understand that, but they didn't offer me any other causes or any type of treatment we should try or anything like that. It was basically, we think it's benign, so just wait until July to make for sure, which didn't sit well with me. So, like, if it was me in Katie's situation, I'd just be like, cool, I think is good enough. But when it comes to my kids, um, and I think is not acceptable. Well, yes, they should, which is why we are now waiting for we've been waiting for the ENT. I made that appointment. When did I make that appointment? Probably mid-March I made that appointment. And some people are like, I'd be getting her in to see a different ENT, but I think around where I live, there's not very many pediatric ENTs, and I know that if I take her to a regular ENT who doesn't specialize in children, that it would just be a waste of time, and they would end up sending us to a pediatric ENT at a children's hospital anyways. So I'd just rather skip that step. Yeah. I'm hoping the ENT will see the ultrasound and decide she needs to be seen on an emergency basis. Even though I don't want there to be anything wrong with her, but I just want answers. I want this figured out. I mean, if there's a treatment she needs, I want to get it started as soon as possible. You know what I mean? And of course, she doesn't. Hooga, hooga, hooga. She doesn't know why she's having these tests done and these scans done and stuff. Because she's very inquisitive, and right now, until I know for sure. I can't answer the questions that she may have, and I don't need her, um, freaking out about. I mean, she's already scared enough about having her tonsils removed. She had a breakdown about it. That's why I was late to the live. Yeah, no, well, I got an I think is what I got. Huga, you weren't here for that. We got a I think it's benign, which also begs the question, what's benign? Did they see a tumor? Did they see some kind of mass? Do they just mean the fluid in the lymph nodes? Like, they didn't really give me any specifics. Yeah, just with, because she was in the room when her nurse practitioner told us that she was going to see the ENT about getting her tonsils removed. She's already scared about that because she's never had surgery before. She's never had any really major health things before, so she's already scared enough. I don't want to add any more stress on her until we know for sure. So, like, she was asking me, well, why are my lymph nodes swollen? What if they never go away? And I just told her, Katie, I don't know right now. We're still trying to figure that out. So once I know for sure one way or the other, I will tell her. I'm not gonna like hide it from her if it does happen to be the C word. I'm not gonna say, well, you're just having all these treatments and not tell her why. I will tell her when I know for sure. But I talked to her school counselor about it yesterday, and she also thinks, hey, Nicole. She also thinks not really giving her all the details right now is probably the best bet. Huh. How are you, Nicole? It's been a while. I'm sorry. I've been so stressed and overwhelmed, and my budget is blown, and I'm trying to get it on track. That watching budgeting videos and stuff um has really not been good for my mental health. And also I've been going through a lot, so I haven't really been doing a lot of YouTube in general as far as watching or creating. So sorry, I've been a little MIA on everybody's channels. But I gotta do what I gotta do. So I did mention earlier in this live that I will no longer, until things kind of calm down here, I won't be sticking to my Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Oh, I wonder why. Upload schedule. I will just upload when I feel like uploading. I'm sorry, love, that you're going through everything you're going through. I've been praying for you. Hmm, weird. Maybe that's what's wrong with Delson, because he has a hard time hearing and talking also. Yeah. But a pretty cool thing happened to me yesterday for those of you who, believe in God and Jesus and stuff. Something I've never noticed before, but I'm sure it happens every day. Yesterday, I was kind of like feeling defeated in the whole situation because they were supposed to have the results Monday and they didn't. And I called them Monday and they said they were going to try and get the results. So I waited all day yesterday and they didn't call. And I was just like, I'm never going to. No, we're just never going to figure this out. And I was feeling kind of bummed and stressed just with everything else going on. And I went for a walk. And when I got home, I noticed on my front door, my screen door, there was a shadow. And it looked like Jesus hanging on the cross. And now I know what caused it. It's our fake light pole we have in our front yard. But it was just kind of like I had never noticed it before, and so it was just kind of like God telling me, "Hey, I'm here. I'm with you. Whatever the outcome, he knows the outcome obviously, but whatever the outcome, I am here." And it was kind of very comforting. Yeah, it was pretty neat. And like I said, I had just never noticed it before. And it's a shadow, and the sun rises and sets the same way every night. So you know that it's probably there a majority of the night. The nights I go for walks, I had just never noticed it before. So that was reassuring and brought a lot of peace that no matter what the outcome is, we will be okay. Um, and for like the last 6 months, y'all are gonna think this is cynical, but for like this last 6 months, I've been thinking I've been a parent for almost 8 years. Yeah, if they were paying attention, they could see it. Yeah. Um, I've been a parent for almost 8 years now, and we haven't had really any major health problems or injuries or anything like that. Um, Nova, you just scared the crap out of me. And so for like the last 6 months, I've been thinking my time is coming. We're going to have some kind of health scare, or somebody's going to have to get stitches, or somebody's going to break a bone. I mean, our time is coming. It's been 8 years now. So my mom was only a parent for 6 years when she had her first, like, well, no, 5 years, because I was the first, I think, real injury or health scare that there was. I know I shouldn't think like that, but it's like, not that I'm like wanting it to happen. I'm just trying to be realistic with myself because I know eventually it's going to happen. I have two boys. I mean, and a daughter who's probably more adventurous than both my boys put together. So, and especially when we noticed these lymph nodes and the doctor mentioned doing the screening, I was like, yep, it truly is my time. Because even if it turns out to really be nothing or just be an infection, this is a health scare. Now I'm like feeling my neck and getting paranoid. Yeah. I was gonna look at something over here. Oh, I was gonna show you. Guys, I switched my shelf. So as you know, this used to be my shelf. The flag used to be up there. All my stuff used to be over here. But when I shampooed yesterday, we decided to move I don't know why I spun all the way around the TV over here. So that way when you're sitting on the couch, you don't have to lay down to see the TV. And I moved all my stuff over to this shelf so that way the kids wouldn't mess with it. I am a little sad you can't see behind here. I mean, not that bottom shelf, but that top shelf I am kind of sad about. But I like it. It looks nice. Good night, Aaron. I hope your mouth feels better. I'll be praying for you, Nicole, that you get that blessing also. But Um, I know they don't last forever, and I know that God is only gonna give me. He's not gonna give me more than I can handle. So I'm trying to, instead of being like, I can't do this, I'm trying to be like, I can do this. God will give me the strength. He will bring me through this on the other side, no matter what the outcome is. But some days it's hard. Some days it's really hard, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm angry. Sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I'm scared. And sometimes I'm okay. And, obviously, Katie can pick up on whether she knows what it's about or not. She can pick up on my feelings, no matter how well I try to hide them. Yeah. And I'm also just trying to remember that God has a plan, and it will be revealed to me in time, one step at a time, in His time. Um, and part of me, this is also going to be really cynical. Part of me is, I'm already putting myself kind of in the mindset that it is the C word. Because if we do end up getting that news, I want to have processed it so that way I can just solely be there and present and be able to support Katie. I mean, the majority of my brain is like, it's not going to be that, but there is a part of me that's like, okay, well, you have to be prepared if it is, you know what I mean? I mean, and it's not going to make it any easier to hear it if it is. But yeah. Do you guys think it's time to take my Christmas cards down yet? I don't want to. They bring me joy. Yeah. Expect the worst, but hope for the best, yeah. I would like, maybe, when Katie does have to have her tonsils removed, or if we get, bad news, I would like it if you guys, um, would send her cards in the mail. She loves getting cards in the mail. She just loves getting mail in general. She don't really care what it is. Oh no, Eve, that's okay. That's okay. The only reason why I wanted to do it was so I could spread joy to you guys. I really didn't care if I got any back or not. Yeah. I mean, some days it doesn't, like today, you guys, it had nothing to do with Katie. I had a debilitating migraine. Luca had to go get his hepatitis booster today. So when we got back from that, I had already had an annoying headache, but when we got back from that, it went full-blown migraine. And I was in bed from 9:30 this morning until Katie got home at 3:30 this afternoon. Yeah. So when I know more about what's going on, I would imagine we're not going to see the ENT until June, the middle of June. I would imagine getting her tonsils out probably won't be till mid-July, early August. Um, and so I'll let you guys know as soon as I know, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would send her um, cards in the mail. And if you need my address, you can email me and I'll give it to you. But all right, you guys, I'm gonna get off here, go for my walk, call my adopted parents, and go to bed because tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Yeah, they were the worst. And I didn't have any Excedrin, so all I had was ibuprofen. And when we went to get Little Caesars, I told my husband I had to stop at Walmart and get Excedrin. Ooh, that'll be perfect, E. She loves. You, I do have one request if you guys have them there. I'm pretty sure you do. I have one request. If you have Tim Tams, can you send me a thing of Tim Tams? I've always wanted to try them. But I stopped and got some Excedrin and took it on the way home, and of course, 30 minutes later, the migraine was gone. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. Please continue to pray for my family. You guys know I don't say that very often. I just tell you guys that I'm praying for you. But right now, and not just Katie, there are some other, what is it called? Unspoken prayer requests I need to, that I need in my family right now. Also, it's a really trying time for my family. But I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. I appreciate your love and prayers, especially in this time. And I will see you soon. Probably Friday. Maybe I'll be able to get the grocery haul up tomorrow. If not, oh well. I'll see you when I see you. But I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.